All right, and we're off. Welcome to round one. We have James on the left versus Josh on the right. James is playing some Dragapult, something we haven't seen on the channel yet in these streams, specifically. But hey, you know, could be a hot call. And then Josh is playing Arceus, I believe is Arceus and Teleon, per some insider information from the chat itself. If you're watching this on YouTube, we're always live on Twitch Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, recording these live at In The Zone Gaming in Ashtabula, Ohio. Links will be down in the description below about more information on the shop and everything else we got going on. We see James play a level ball, grab a Sobble, bench it, attach a Horror Energy onto the Dragapult, and place down a path to the peak. And we do see a Fog Crystal grabbing a second Dragapult here. And yep, there's the pass over to Josh. There was a mulligan in this game, so Josh does have an extra card in his hand. We do see a Sobble come down to the bench. Contemplating their next play here. Looks like a level ball. Potentially just going to grab another Sobble. Yep, and there is another Sobble coming down to the bench after that level ball search. So this is just a pure Arceus and Teleon deck. I'm not quite sure if they have any spicy text, but hey, we might find out. And we see a Water Energy, Big Charm attached to the active Arceus V. And this could just potentially be a pass here. They seem to be slowing down their thoughts. Yep, and there's the hand signal. That's a pass over to James. If James has the energy and the evolution, there's a Goon onto the Sobble, so we're going to see a knockout here potentially. There is the V Max as well as another Horror Energy. And then, yeah, Max Phantom is going to go ahead and knock out that Sobble and do 130 damage to the Arceus V. Already starting the game off with the first prize card taken. We'll see how Josh can follow up here. We're going to see an Evolution Incense. Most likely going to attempt to grab the V-Star. And there is actually a Drizzile coming out from that. And now they're going to grab a Quick Ball from the Drizzile Shady Dealings ability. And then most likely we're going to see something get discarded here with that Quick Ball. Looks like they discarded a Path to the Peak for another Arceus V. I have a feeling we're going to see a Sharon's Care here potentially. And no, it's a Research discarding a Sharon's Care and a Boss's Orders. Going to draw a fresh 7 cards here to see if they can get out of the situation. It might be looking like that Arceus is going down this turn unless they can find a way to pivot out of here. We do see another Sobble hit the bench. There is an attachment here to the active. And they might just be going in with the Trinity Charge for no damage here. And there is a Quick Ball. It looks like discarding another Quick Ball. So that's 3 Quick Balls out of the equation here. And there is the Manaphy to prevent bench damage, but Dragapult does not actually do bench damage. It places damage counters, so it's just going to go ahead and completely get around that Manaphy here. And yeah, here is the Trinity Charge. You can go ahead and attach some energy from the deck to the other Arceus V. Yep, and here comes 3 Water Energy. Most likely just going to attach it all to that benched Arceus. Again, Manaphy doesn't help them here. It's actually just kind of a damage sponge potentially. They're at least attaching 2 there. Yeah, there's the third one. Okay. And James is off, and we're gonna see a level ball. See what kind of action James can do here. Most likely, I could see another Zigzagoon potentially to ping the other Sobble and just take another one out with the extra damage counters that you can place with Dragapult V Max's attack. Yep, there is a Drizzile for Shady Dealings. Gonna search out a trainer card here, potentially. I'm not quite sure what they're gonna grab, but could be grabbing a Scoop Up Net if they don't have a second Goon in the deck, or it could be potentially prized. To guarantee at least to take an extra prize card this turn, and take a couple actually, leaving themselves with just 2 left. Yeah, there is the Scoop Up Net. We're most likely just gonna see that Zigzagoon get picked up and put back down, and the Sobble get a damage counter put on it. So yep, there is the Scoop Up Net, picking up the Goon, pinging the Sobble is my assumption. We see an energy attached to the Dragapult VMAX in the back, and yeah, Max Phantom's going to go ahead and take 3 prizes this turn here, leaving them with just 2 left. We'll see how Josh can respond to the brute force of Dragapult VMAX coming out of the gate hot. Josh does promote that Arceus V that has energy that they attached last turn, and here is the V-Star benching another Arceus. So they're at least able to potentially flow damage here if they can loop their Sharon's Care. I do know they discarded one already. We do see another research discarding, maybe another Sobble, or that one was the knocked out one from last turn. And there is a DTE being attached to the Arceus V on the bench. And there is a quick shooting coming down as well onto the Drizzile. I will say, just watching Dragapult being played and having a field day with all the Sobbles is really making me want to take them out of my binder once again. And there is a quick ball discarding another gold card. I can't quite tell. That's the 4th quick ball though that we've seen hit. And here's a Dunsparce. Might just be deck thinning at this point. And yeah, they're just gonna swing in with the Trinity Charge, Trinity Nova, my bad, for 200 damage onto the Dragapult VMAX here. And I can't tell if they're whiffing the acceleration onto the Arceus V on the bench. It appears to be so. Alright, see what James can do here. Now, Horror Energy did do 20 damage for each one onto that Arceus for swinging into it. So it makes it, 240 HP. Dragapult, only does 160. But we do see a quick shooter here. That still doesn't put it in knockout range to get it there. And here is a level ball as well. And another Sobble coming down on James's side here from that level ball search. Potentially setting up more Drizzile plays for the next turn. And we still have yet to see the quick shooting get used this turn. Definitely contemplating that card in his hand though. He is holding onto that card. And looks like a boss's orders onto the Inteleon. Gusting that up, and looks like a quick shoot there. And the Max Phantom is just going to lock the game up right here, taking this last two. No, how much HP does that thing have? Oh yeah, Dragapult only does 130. I don't know why I thought it did 160, so yeah. 1 prize left to go from James with a quick shoot, and the boss's order is definitely feeling pretty good. Josh really does have to just find a scoop up net here to get that Inteleon out of the active and wipe that damage away. If not, it's just going to go down next turn. And it looks like there's the concession. James is taking the dub over Josh here in round 1 with Dragapult VMAX, something we've never seen on stream before against Josh's Arceus Inteleon deck. We'll be back with round 2 in a short minute. All right, welcome to round 2. We got Mike on the right, Braden on the left. Mike is playing, I don't know, but Braden is playing a V-Union Toolbox deck. But does he unfortunately start with either bird? All right, and welcome to round 2. We've got Braden and Mike here. There's an Arceus start, double Arceus start from Braden, and Mike's got a Galarian Moltres in the active. An unfortunate start for Mike. You definitely don't ever want to start with that Moltres. All right, we see a quick ball discarding something gold. I'm not quite sure what it is. I wish we could see a little bit better of, the searching and everything on Braden's side, but they're going to go ahead and grab a Suicune. Looks like they're going to put it down to the bench here. Water for the turn here. Attach to the active Arceus, and then a pass over to Mike. All right, we do see a quick ball as the first action for Mike, discarding a boss's orders. And it looks like they have some fighting energy, some water energy in their deck, and then some dark energy. This may or may not be the fabled secret deck that I'm not allowed to play on TCGO live on stream. So let's see if the vow of silence is officially broken here live at the tabletop tournament here in the Zone Gaming. Mike grabs an Arceus and benches it and discards a Drizzile with another Quick Ball. And here is a Sobble. That Moltres could just be stuck in the active here. So they both kind of had awkward starts. At least in the term of Braden having a pretty weak turn 1 for cards played. And then, yeah, there's a pass from Mike back over to Braden. Again, I wish we could see what they've got in their hand. It would be a lot nicer for us to be able to figure out what kind of pieces they're working with here. We do see a Ultra Ball discarding. Looks like a Boss's Orders and a Dark Energy. I could be wrong. There is the Arceus V-Star coming out from that Ultra Ball search. And looks like a Research discarding a Lumineon. Gonna grab 7 new cards here. And there is the double turbo attached to the Arceus V. Again, it did get a Water Energy last turn. So we are going to be able to see some acceleration and a KO this turn. And there is an Escape Rope being played, bringing the Suicune up to the active. And then there's Mike's decision there, and then we see the Fleet-Footed coming from the Suicune's ability to draw a card when it's in the active once per turn. And there is the Switch being played to go right back. I was gonna say that would have been a very interesting play to do that, and then not being able to move back, especially when you have the energy to attack. We do see an Ultra Ball discarding. It looks like 2 V-Union pieces here. Again, I believe they're playing Greninja and Mewtwo and Morpeko in this stack, if I'm not mistaken. They're gonna go ahead and grab a Greninja's foot or hand, I can't quite tell. And there is a Crobat Dark Asset. Gonna draw a couple cards here. Alright, yeah, so they drew 4 cards from Dark Asset. They still have yet to use the V-Star ability, but they're gonna go ahead and discard 2 more V-Union pieces with that Ultra Ball here. We might actually see a V-Union coming out from Braden this turn. Not quite sure if they took anything from that Ultra Ball or not. And here is the V-Star power. Starbirth being used to search for any 2 cards. Yeah, there's a bunch of V-Union pieces in that discard pile. This could be the last little bit they need to get something out. We might see a V-Union. I'm very excited for this here. A big charm being attached to the active. And then another Quick Ball discarding yet another V-Union piece. And I don't know what they grabbed. They revealed it to Mike. He gave the thumbs up, but it's hard for us to see what they're getting here with that that ball search. And then, yeah, are we witnessing a V-Union being assembled? Yeah, here comes Greninja. And they're just going to go ahead and grab the Jumbo out to make it a lot easier. Oh my god. Yeah, here comes the KO. Or not KO, because he's got a DTE here, so it's only going to do 180 damage. But they're going to accelerate energy onto Greninja V-Union. Oh my god. Alright, and it's Mike's turn here. They've got to get that damaged Arceus up and out of here. An unfortunate start again with that Galarian Moltres as their starting Pokemon really is putting a strain in this matchup, especially seeing a massive V-Union come down. Alright, there is a Galarian Zapdos V with its ability. Its attacks are reduced for every V your opponent has in play by colorless, so it can attack for 1 single fighting energy and potentially just go right through this Arceus V-Star that's in Braden's side. We do see a Ultra Ball discarding. Looks like a Collapsed Stadium. I can't quite tell. And then a Drizzile. Yep, there is the Arceus V-Star from Mike. We could potentially see a Starbirth, and there it is. Right, no hesitation. All right, an air balloon onto the Arceus as well as a research here. This must have been the 2 search. Yeah, they have nothing to discard there. So Mike's gonna have 7 cards to work with here. We got a face reveal for Mike. Well, at least for the stream, a face reveal. I know what he looks like. And there is a level ball here to search, most likely for another Drizzile. I know we've seen him discard 2, but there is at least 1 more here, and we're gonna grab the energy search. We could actually just see the Zapdos become active this turn here if he grabs a fighting energy. That seems to be the play. And yep, there is the fighting energy. So yeah, I think we're going to just see a retreat from the active Arceus V-Star into the Zapdos, and then Thunderous Kick is going to take a KO. But man, Greninja is going to come swinging real hard here and take multiple prize cards in this coming turn. Yep, and here is the Thunderous Kick for 340 damage thanks to weakness. We do see the Cape of Toughness being played onto the Zapdos as well here. And yeah, here comes Exodia. Every V unit has the attack Union gain that lets you attach energy cards from the discard pile to it as one of the attacks. Greninja has 3 abilities. It can look at your opponent's hand. I believe it's immune to trainer cards as well, like boss's orders and such. And then it's got a high damaging attack. I think it's capped out at 180. And then it's got an attack that does 130 to everybody on their side of the field. So that's most likely what we're going to see happen here. And yep, there is the hand reveal from Greninja V Union. Alright, so let's see what Brayden can do here. I do need to get these prizes updated, as Mike did take 2 prizes last turn here. We see a double turbo being attached to the Arceus V that's on the bench on Brayden's side. And yeah, swinging in on this thing. Just doing 180 damage. Might not have all the energy they need to get through there. So yeah, just going to attack for 180 flat onto the Zapdos V. But if Mike can't find a way to deal with Greninja this turn, which I don't think is technically possible with what's in the contents of their deck, then I have a feeling that we're gonna see that Greninja do its attack where it puts damage on all of its opponent's Pokemon. Mike does play an Avery here, which would potentially discard Brayden's bench, but again, they don't have any extra Pokemon past the count of 3, and then Mike just draws 3 cards, basically. And here is an Evolution Incense. Potentially going to grab a Shady Dealings Inteleon, or a Quick Shooter, depending on what's left in the deck. Yep, and there is the Shady Dealings Inteleon. Most likely going to see that Drizzile evolve this turn. It does keep the Inteleon alive through Greninja's spread attack here. And then yeah, we're going to search for 2 trainer cards. We could potentially see an attachment to Inteleon this coming turn. So yeah, there's an energy search for the first trainer card here for the search. And for the second trainer, what will they get? Looks like a Scoop Up Net, potentially getting that Moltres out of here as well, reducing the amount of prizes that Brayden can take on the coming turn. So yeah, there is the energy search, and they're gonna eyeball down that water energy. I would not be surprised if it gets attached to the Inteleon here. Yep, and there is the attachment as predicted to the Inteleon. And yep, Thunderous Kick doing 170 damage to Greninja V Union. And it's Brayden's turn here. Let's see what this Greninja can do. Of course, they're going to take a look at Mike's hand with that ability, of course. So just a matter of when, not if. We do see a boss's orders. Oh, onto the Moltres. Okay. Could they potentially be shy of the energy needed? Aha, there we go. There's a Capacious Bucket. Going to search for 2 water energy here to potentially get that last little bit onto the Greninja. And again, I can't tell if they got anything or not. there's the hand reveal from Greninja's ability. I see the Moltres, I see another Sobble, Level Ball, Dark Energy. Plenty of stuff in the hand there to consider. Mike's got a lot of options coming up in their turn here, potentially. And then, yeah, looks like Greninja's going to go ahead and swing in, taking 4 prize cards this turn, doing 130 damage to everybody, or up to 3 Pokemon. Again, I've never seen Greninja V Union in play in a long time. But that Moltres is trapped in the active, and yeah, Brayden just took 4 prizes from that Greninja V Union swinging in, KO the Arceus V-Star and Zapdos V. Yeah, Mike's got to go ahead and get that Moltres out of the active here. We see a Sobble get benched. And here is a Level Ball. Potentially just going to search for any sort of Sobble to thin out, most likely. Or Drizzile here, or just fail it potentially. Getting another eye into the deck. And yep, they are going to go ahead and grab a Sobble there. Will it hit the bench? I'm not sure. Again, he's got to take down this Greninja V Union this turn. If not, he'll be able to take multiple prize cards again next turn here. Yep, and here is the Scoop Up Net picking up the Moltres. And they're going to go ahead and promote the Sobble. An Air Balloon being attached to the Sobble here as well. And here comes the Moltres down once again, attaching 2 extra energy to it with its ability here. And here is the Clara, gonna grab some energy and some Pokemon back from the discard pile. Looks like a Fighting Energy and 2 Drizziles going back into Mike's hand. We could potentially see the Moltres take the KO on the Greninja here. Yeah, they safely bench down another Sobble. The Fighting Energy gets attached to the Moltres, and yeah, I think we're just going to see a retreat here. The Moltres is going to come through, and Dark Aura taking the KO. And then, yeah, it's going to leave Mike with 1 prize card left here. And there goes Greninja back into its 4 pieces. And Brayden's going to start off by promoting the Arceus V. They have plenty of bench space now without Greninja on their side of the field. Attachment for turn onto the active. And there is a Lumineon here hitting the bench. Brayden's going to be able to search for any supporter card they would need or like in this situation. Looks like they're going to go ahead and take a research here. And yeah, it looks like here's the research discarding a whole pile of stuff. Brayden now has 7 cards to work with. And it looks like an Ultra Ball discarding. I think that was a familiar bell, and then I'm not quite sure what the other piece there was. And there is the Arceus V-Star getting some more HP here on to Arceus. Brayden is going to be able to take a KO this turn, but we'll see how Mike follows up in response to that. An Air Balloon being attached to the active as well, reducing its retreat cost so it can potentially pivot next turn if it has to. And then, yeah, looks like there is the Trinity Nova taking a KO on to the Moltres. They did pick up their deck, so they must be searching through for some energy to attach. And it looks like we do see 2 water energy get attached to the Suicune V. And yeah, once Brayden shuffles up, it's Mike's turn with a promotion of the Sobble to the active. It does have a balloon, so it can pivot out if needed. And here is the Clara picking up a Fighting, a Zapdos, benching those, retreating, and then Thunderous Assault, Thunderous Kick, whatever it is for the last prize card Mike needs, coming back in the clutch. And there you have it. Mike takes the dub over Brayden's Greninja V Union toolbox here in round 2 at In The Zone Gaming. We'll see you in round 3. All right, and welcome to round 3. We have the famous, infamous here on stream, James H, aka Foremost Walnut, and on the right we have Emily, aka Annoying Dog, my partner in crime. James is playing Dragapult VMAX, and M is playing Rapid Strike Box. Looks like Walnut starting off with an attachment onto the Dragapult, benching onto the Dragapult, slapping on a Path Peak. And is that a pass? It is. All right, M is off. Let's see what she can do here. She has the baby Moltres in her hand. That is going to matter a lot later on down the line in the game here. We might actually just see the attachment here and the ability popping off and praying here. So yeah, keep calling. Gonna grab 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon. Gonna try and not put down Urshifu's, it seems to be. It might be the right way to go. We see a Sobble, a Remoraid, and potentially another Sobble here. I'd be shocked to see her even consider an Urshifu down. I feel like another Sobble's probably just the best bet. And there it is. Alright, and James is off. We see a Fog Crystal. Gonna eyeball the deck down here. This is their first search. They didn't search the deck on turn 1, but we do see a Psychic Energy getting attached right to the Dragapult that's in the active spot. Yeah, there is the VMAX. And a research to follow up, discarding a Scoop Up Net and a Drizzile. He is going to probably aggressively dig through here for something to ping one of these with. That is another VMAX coming down. And looks like maybe a dead hand here. We do see the Drizzile go down. I'm sorry, the Sobble go down. And the contemplation here where to place the counters. They're going 4 there and 1 there. All right, and she is off. Let's see what she promotes before she draws here. And yep, Sobble. Nope, Sobble. Nope. All right. And a draw for turn. I do see the Octillery. Again, Path shutting off abilities is rough on the Moltres, which would be nice to potentially swing in with this turn, but just a really rough start here for M. And a terrible matchup to boot. There is the Shady Dealings Drizzile onto the bench Sobble. There we go. There's his prize card. And grabbing a quick ball from the Shady Dealings here. Looking like she's going back in here. Yep, discarding a Rapid Strike Energy. Again, without having to put down an Urshifu, there's not a real purpose to swing in with it here, so. Double checking the deck. Again, there are a lot of moving pieces in most Rapid Strike decks, whether you're playing a Malamar or Urshifu. So it's always good to just, you know, make sure your line of play is available to you that you want to make. And then there is the Galarian Moltres V. Looks like she's just going to go ahead and bench that down. And then this could potentially be the Rapid Strike Search. Yep, there it is. Going to grab Tower of Waters. So at least being able to bump out the Path and then accelerating energy with Moltres here this turn. So we can see the Dire Flame Wings. Yeah, there we go. She's breaking out her ability use counters now. And we have custom printed from where I work. Yeah, there is the Stadium being bumped out. And then retreating the Sobble, promoting the Moltres, playing a Incense. Probably going to grab another Drizzile here. Yep, going to use it up. Shady Dealings once again searching. Eventually maybe grabbing a net to pick it up and avoid the KO. But yeah, we do see an energy search here. There is one in the discard. Energy search is probably just going to grab a dark energy. We can probably just see that be attached to the Moltres as well as the ability Dire Flame Wings. And then she just needs one more energy to take a big 3-prize swing here. So yeah, potentially just avoiding ever putting down an Urshifu here. She does have a strong chance here. Yep, there is the turn attachment, as well as a research, discarding the little Moltres and I believe a boss. But it does appear that she does find another energy here. I do believe she also plays a Clara in her list, so she can potentially get that Moltres back. Unfortunately, did draw the Telescopic Sight and the Urshifu V, which you don't want to put down here. But there is the Dire Flame Wings ability. And considering playing that Quick Ball here. Yeah, Quick Ball discarding the Telescopic Sight. Probably just going to grab another Sobble here, just knowing that they all can't get knocked out. And then, yeah, there's the pass over to James. Seems to be double checking his hand here, considering his line of plays for the turn. There is a choice belt being attached to the active Dragapult. I think we're going to see an energy attachment to the bench Dragapult as well. Yep, and there is the Horror Energy being attached to the back Dragapult here. Still not doing too much here. I think we're going to see a Marnie this turn. And yeah, there it is. There is the Marnie. Shuffling down the hands. Going to the bottom of the deck. James will draw 5. Emily will draw 4. All she really needs here is an energy on this coming turn. And yeah, there is a path here bumping out that Tower of Waters. Looks like he's got some Inteleon pieces, but no way to set him up. But yeah, I think we're going to see the Max Phantom here, putting the 5, knocking out the Drizzile, taking another prize card, going down to 4 remaining, and just hitting the Moltres for 160 thanks to the Choice Belt. All right, and here we go. It should be her turn. She does have 5 cards in hand now, so she did draw for turn. Double checking the discard pile here. And yeah, we're just going to see a Marnie. There is the Fighting Energy being attached for turn, so Moltres can take a return KO on Dragapult here. Yep, and taking the KO. It does take, what is that, 2 damage counters thanks to Horror Energy. And it hurts itself as well from its attack, leaving it pretty slim pickings here. But M does take 3 prize cards here, getting ahead in the game state. James could potentially take a big turn here, though, and take multiple prize cards, leaving M in a not so good position here. And yep, he's going to go ahead and play Level Ball, searching down a Sobble and benching it. And he's got the Zigzagoon already in hand, pinging the active, which is a KO. Or no, it's not. Is it? Yeah, one there is a KO, unfortunately. So he's going to take 2 prize cards right here and now. Going down the 2 left. Could they potentially get it here? She's thinking about what to promote. No matter what gets promoted does go down. In this situation, I feel like promoting the Sobble is the correct choice. But no, she promotes the Octillery. So if he can ping the Sobble, then he can take the last 2 prize cards here. We do see another Fog Crystal searching the deck, grabbing a Psychic Energy. And he's going to bench another Dragapult V. He's already attached for turn here, and yeah, there is the Max Phantom knocking out the Octillery, considering where to place the 5 counters at, all onto the Sobble. And then let's see what she does. He's got 1 prize card left. Could this be the big swing Moltres turn that she needs to come back? I think it's an unfortunate hand here. Not a lot going on. Unless I think Clara was needed this turn in hand, or some sort of search for it here. There is an energy switch he's eyeballing. So is there a play that can be made? I don't think so from what I'm seeing here. Double checking the discard pile. Benching the Urshifu. Oh, nope, no, that's not a bench. That's just a concede. That's a concede. Yeah, nothing that can be done here. Yep, and that's the game. Looks like James is taking the dub here. That's the concession. All right, we'll see you in round 4. All right, and welcome to 4th and final round here in the Zone Gaming. We have James once again on stream for the 3rd time tonight with his Dragapult VMAX deck versus Zach, who is playing Arceus Inteleon, if I'm not mistaken. We see them start with a Sobble and a Arceus respectively, and James is going to start with a Fog Crystal, searching the deck and ripping through. Gonna grab a Dragapult V. And there is a Horror Energy being attached to the Dragapult. And then potentially that might be it from them. Yep, and Zach is off. Let's see how he handles this matchup. We've seen Dragapult be an absolute monster today. And Zach's gonna go ahead and bench down a Sobble and play a Level Ball. We're probably just gonna grab another Sobble, but of course gonna search the deck here for the first time. Yep, and there is another Sobble. I think, yep, looks like they're gonna go back in with a Capacious Bucket and then be able to search for up to 2 Water Energy from the deck and put them in their hand. There is 1 and 2. And we see a Quick Ball discarding one of them for another Arceus V. Getting that Sharon's Care play potentially set up. We do see the attachment to the active as well. This could just be a pass from here over to James. Yep, that's a pass. All right, James is off. We'll see how this breaks down here for him. And there is a Drizzile being evolved onto the active. Gonna go ahead and Shady Dealings and search. And gonna go ahead and grab an Escape Rope. It appears to be that they are gonna go ahead and play it. Zach is gonna promote the other Arceus, and James just gonna switch into the Dragapult V here. And it looks like a Quick Ball discarding a VMAX, grabbing a Zigzagoon, pinging here. Probably just gonna ping a Sobble. We've seen this quite a lot tonight so far. James must have the other energy in hand, but nope, they have a research here, discarding a Marnie as the last remaining card in hand. Gonna draw 7 here. Hopefully finding an energy. I think I did get the energy. There is another Horror being placed down. And we do see another Sobble being benched as well. And then yeah, this might just be the Max Phantom coming in here. Yep, and there is the 130 onto the active, and taking a KO on that Sobble that was pinged by the Zigzagoon. And Zach's going to start off by evolving that other Sobble into a Drizzile here. Good move getting 2 at least, so that way you can at least guarantee a Shady Dealings to get you moving here. Depending on what they already have in hand, could be either good or bad for them. Potentially eyeballing at a Raihan here. Nope, grabbing a Level Ball here, grabbing another Sobble, benching it down. They must have the play that they desire in their hand already. And there is the Incense here. And they're going to go ahead and grab that Arceus V-Star. We're most likely going to see the Starbirth potentially here this turn. And yep, there it is. Going to grab any 2 cards they desire from their deck, put them into their hand. My guess is we're going to see a DTE if they already don't have it, and probably a Sharon's Care to scoop up that Arceus out of the active. Yep, and there is the Sharon's Care picking up that damaged Arceus V, promoting the V-Star from the bench, and of course attaching the DTE, wiping all that damage off the board, prevent that other Arceus from getting a KO here. They're going to go ahead and swing into it with Trinity Nova for 180 damage, but also taking 40 back at the same time thanks to the Horror Energies attached to Dragapult VMAX. We do see 2 dark energy being attached to the Arceus. Make that 3 dark energy. And James is off. See how he starts off here. We do see a Fog Crystal. Probably going to eyeball another Dragapult V to get set it up on that. Double checking here. Yep, there is the Dragapult V. We are going to see them take that. They're going to double check the rest of the contents of their deck here as well. They may be going back in here. Yep, there is a Drizzile onto the Sobble for Shady Dealings. Going to search out any trainer card. Appears to be an Evolution Incense is what they're thinking about. So yep, there's the Evolution Incense, and they're going to go ahead and grab the Quick Shooting Inteleon. And, oh, a boss's orders. Bringing up the other Arceus, attaching a Psychic Energy to the freshly benched Dragapult V. You do see the Scoop Up Net hanging on to the Sobble. And then here comes the Quick Shooter. Where are the counters going to go? That's the big question here. Yep, and there is the Quick Shooting onto the active. And then, yep, Max Phantom going to come in here and take another prize card on the Sobble. And also just dealing 130 to the active Arceus. We'll see how Zach can follow up here. He's already burned through 1 Sharon's Care. I don't know how many he plays, but we'll find out here shortly. Zach does attach a Big Charm to the benched Arceus V-Star. And here is a Melanie attaching a Water Energy to the active just to draw 3 cards. And there is the Quick Shooter here as well. And he's going to go ahead and snipe that Dragapult V that's on the bench for 2 counters. Appears to be a hard retreat here. And then promoting the Arceus V-Star. Yep, he's going to go ahead and take the KO on that Dragapult VMAX. And new energy acceleration here, it appears to be. But he does take 3 prizes. James does promote the Dragapult. And then plays out a level ball, eyeballing some of the Sobble line here. And there is the Sobble being grabbed from the deck thanks to the level ball. Yeah, technically he does need to shuffle his deck there per the attack of Arceus V-Star. James is going to bench that Sobble down. He's looking potentially for the VMAX here and an energy. I think he's got a couple cards in his hand though. And there is the other attachment, as well as a Marnie here with 1 left. Zach's got quite the hand here, thanks to taking 3 prize cards, but it's going to go to the bottom and just start off with 4 here. And I think James may have whiffed the VMAX here. We do see another Fog Crystal. Eyeballing another Psychic Energy from the deck. This actually could be bad. This could be bad for James if he can't get out another Dragapult to start spreading here, if this is the last one he's got. He's going to go ahead and take that Psychic Energy from the deck. He's going to go ahead and attach a Choice Belt onto the active as well. He's going to go ahead and retreat here. Oh no. Promoting the Zigzagoon. He definitely does not have it. And instead of attacking it, leaving it in the active, he's just going to go ahead and get it out of here. And it's now Zach's turn after a hard pass there from James. There's a Quick Shooting from Zach, and Zach also evolves. Oh, and he has the boss's orders onto the Dragapult here, putting it just in KO range now, thanks to that Quick Shooting. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and see Zach take 2 more prize cards here with another Trinity Nova. James promotes the Zigzagoon. What does he have left other than a concession at this point? Go ahead and evolving Sobble into Drizzile for Shady Dealings. Does he play Clara or maybe an Ordinary Rod? what started off to be such a strong game for James just seems to have fallen apart here. There is a Raihan being taken here, and looks like they're going to go ahead and play it. Attaching a Psychic Energy onto the Inteleon. And there is the search from the Raihan, just going to play it. That Evolution Incense going to go ahead and grab the Shady Dealings Inteleon now to find 2 more trainer cards. Potentially going to find a Scoop Up Net or Switch. Is he going to attack with Inteleon this turn? Zach's feeling pretty confident here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Scoop Up Net and a Choice Belt. Attaching that second Psychic Energy to the Inteleon. We do see the Scoop Up Net on the Zigzagoon. Gonna go ahead and promote the Inteleon. Benching the Goon, pinging down. Attaching that Choice Belt. And then he's gonna swing in here for 100 damage. Yeah, if only he would have found the VMAX here, it would have been it. But there's the game. There's the fist bump. Zach is tonight's winner here in round 4 at In The Zone Gaming in Asheville, Ohio. Thanks for hanging out and watching this live on Twitch. If you're watching it later on down the line in about a week's time over on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and please subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon TCG content. And I will catch you guys in the next video.